Good day, everyone. This is your favorite English teacher, Soroosh, and today we're talking about fortune telling. Yeah. As always, before we start, make sure to like and subscribe. Now, let's get into fortune telling together. My friends, look at the pictures. What do you see? This is very famous in Turkey, where I live. We call it coffee fortune telling. Yeah, we read coffee cups and we talk about people's future or their fate. Okay, do people in your country go to fortune tellers or use fortune telling sites on the internet? Why do you think they do this? Do you believe in fortune telling? Okay, for the first part, I need you to write your answers to these questions and speak with your friends. All right, and if you have done it, well, we have some cards here, A, B, C, D, all the way to J. Yes, I need you to match the cards with their meaning, okay, with the verb phrases. Do it together, you and your partner. There's no rush. You can stop the video and do it, or as always, you can do it with me. All right, for example, look. A, be lucky. Yeah. All right, so what are the others? If you're ready, let's do it together. So we have B, have a surprise. C, fall in love. What about D? Well, we see the rings, get married. And E, become famous. F, travel. G, meet somebody new. Okay, H, move to a new house. I, get a new job. And J, get a lot of money. Not bad. Maybe you can be a fortune teller, yeah? Good. Get your headphones. Okay, pronunciation, word stress. Word stress in 2-syllable words, okay? Approximately about 80% of 2-syllable words are stressed on the first syllable. For example, argue, yeah? Look at the words from a story. Which 4 are stressed on the second syllable? For example, argue, believe, boyfriend, yeah? So listen and check. You can repeat to practice. Let's do it.
10.13 Argue,
believe,
boyfriend,
famous,
fortune,
future,
idea,
lucky,
married,
money,
problem,
question,
surprise,
today,
travel,
worry,
Okay, as always, you can listen multiple times. Now look at these words. Believe, idea, surprise, today. Yeah? All the way to the main story. First of all, everybody look at the pictures and look, it's written in the cards. Yeah? That's the title of the story. What do you think it's going to be about? It's about fortune telling, yeah? Well, for part 1, I need you to read and listen and answer the questions just like that. Read and listen. Let's go.
10.14
It's written in the cards. Part 1.
Come in,
Said a voice. Jane Ross opened the door and went into a small room. There was a man sitting behind a table.
Good afternoon.
Said Jane.
I want to see Madame Yolanda, the fortune teller.
Madame Yolanda is not here today,
Said the man.
but don't worry. I'm going to tell you about your future. What questions do you want to ask?
Jane looked at the fortune teller. She couldn't see him very well because the room was very dark.
All right, very good. Check your answers with your friends. So, who does Jane want to see? Well, that's Madame Yolanda, the fortune teller. And who is going to tell her about her future and why? Again, a man, because Madame Yolanda isn't there. And why couldn't she see well? Well, because the room was dark. As for part 2, listen to part 2 and complete the information. Okay, fill in the blanks. Let's go.
10.15.
Part 2.
Well, I have a problem with my boyfriend. We argue all the time. I'm not sure that he loves me. I want to know if we're going to stay together.
Please choose 5 cards, but don't look at them.
The fortune teller put the cards on the table, face down. Jane took 5 cards. The fortune teller turned over the first card.
This is a good card. This means you're going to be very lucky.
But am I going to stay with my boyfriend?
Jane asked.
Maybe.
Said the fortune teller.
We need to look at the other cards first.
All right, very good. So Jane has a problem with her boyfriend. She chooses 5 cards. Her first card means she's going to be very lucky. Jane asks the fortune teller if she's going to stay with her boyfriend. Now, let's go to part 3. You can see it here as well. So read and listen to part 3. And in pairs, again, you and your friend, answer the questions. Okay, let's see.
10.16.
Part 3. He turned over the second card.
A house. A new house. You're going to move very soon to another country.
But my boyfriend works here. He can't move to another country.
Let's look at the next card.
Said the fortune teller. He turned over the third card.
A heart. You're going to fall in love.
Who with?
Asked Jane.
Let me concentrate. I can see a tall, dark man. He's very attractive.
Oh, that's Jim.
Said Jane.
Who's Jim? Your boyfriend?
No. Jim is a man I met at a party last month. He's an actor from New York. He says he's in love with me. It was his idea for me to come to Madame Yolanda.
Well, the card says that you're going to fall in love with him.
Are you sure?
Asked Jane.
But what about my boyfriend?
Let's look at the 4th card.
Said the fortune teller.
Oh la la, oh la la, Dios mío, Dios mío.
City boy, city boy.
Okay, so what's the second card and what does it mean? Okay, let's see. A house, she's going to move to another country. And why is this a problem for Jane? Her boyfriend can't move. And what's her third card? What does it mean? A heart, she's going to fall in love. And who's Jim and where did Jane meet him? Well, Jim is an actor from New York and she met him at a party. And what do you think the 4th card going to be? Yeah, what is the 4th card? What do you think? Write it down. All right, now let's go to the grand finale, part 4. Listen to part 4 and fill in the blanks. Okay, this is the last set of this listening.
10.17.
Part 4. The fortune teller turned over a card with 2 rings.
Now I can see everything clearly. You're going to leave your boyfriend and go away with the other man, with Jim, to another country, and very soon you're going to get married.
Married? To Jim? But am I going to be happy with him?
You're going to be very happy together. I'm sure of it.
Jane looked at her watch.
Oh no! Look at the time! I'm going to be late for work.
She stood up, left a £50 note on the table, and ran out of the room.
All right. So her 4th card means she's going to leave her boyfriend and go to another country with Jim, the actor. Very soon they're going to get married. And Jane asks if she's going to be happy, and the fortune teller says, very happy. And she pays the fortune teller £50. Let's have a recap of this story, and I need you to tell me, what do you think is going to happen? All right, let's see.
Come in.
Good afternoon. I want to see Madame Yolanda, the fortune teller.
Madame Yolanda is not here today. But don't worry. I'm going to tell you about your future. What questions do you want to ask?
Well, I have a problem with my boyfriend. We argue all the time. I'm not sure that he loves me. I want to know if we're going to stay together.
Please choose 5 cards, but don't look at them. This is a good card. This means you're going to be very lucky.
But am I going to stay with my boyfriend?
Maybe. We need to look at the other cards first. A house. A new house. You're going to move very soon to another country.
But my boyfriend works here. He can't move to another country.
Let's look at the next card. A heart. You're going to fall in love.
Who with?
Let me concentrate. I can see a tall, dark man. He's very attractive.
Oh, that's Jim.
Who's Jim? Your boyfriend?
No. Jim is a man I met at a party last month. He's an actor from New York. He says he's in love with me. It was his idea for me to come to Madame Yolanda.
Well, the card says that you're going to fall in love with him.
Are you sure? But what about my boyfriend?
Let's look at the fourth card. Now I can see everything clearly. You are going to leave your boyfriend and go away with the other man, with Jim, to another country, and very soon you're going to get married.
Married? To Jim? But am I going to be happy with him?
You're going to be very happy together. I'm sure of it.
Oh no! Look at the time. I'm going to be late for work.
Now let's watch the end of the story. Okay, and I need you to answer 3 questions. Let's see.
So, what happened?
It was perfect. She believed everything. I told you, I'm a very good actor. She was sure I was a fortune teller. That's Jane's £50. And another £50 from me. Thanks very much, Madame Yolanda. Bye.
Wait! Young man! Don't travel with that girl! Her plane is going to...
Uh-oh. Okay, so who was the fortune teller? Well, Jim, the actor that Jane met at the party. And why did he pay Madame Yolanda £100? Because she helped him. What's the 5th card? Well, it's a plane. So what does Madame Yolanda think is going to happen? Well, we don't know, but I think her plane is going to crash, or if he travels with her, he's going to die too. All right, very good. You did great. All the way to part 5. Grammar. First of all, there are 2 sentences. Number 1, she's going to be very lucky. Number 2, she's going to go, or she's gonna go on vacation next week. Which one is a plan? Which one is a prediction? Something that you think is going to happen in the future. Okay, so number 1 is a prediction and number 2 is a plan. Okay, now today we're going to talk about predictions. Listen.
10.20.
I think it's going to rain.
You're going to be very happy.
I'm sure they're going to win.
All right, very good. So we use these to talk about predictions, things that will happen in the future. As always, you can take a screenshot from this page because we want to practice together. Write predictions for the pictures. And as for next part, complete the predictions with be going to and a verb from the list. It's very easy. You can do it. As always, I give you some time to write the answers. Do it together. And then, let's see. Number one, he's going to play tennis. That's the sample answer. Number one, they're going to have dinner. It's going to be a nice day. She's going to get the bus. He's going to make an omelette. And she's going to send an email. As for next part, look, it's very cold. Do you think it's going to snow? You're driving too fast. We're going to have an accident. Number two, she isn't a very good student. She isn't going to pass the exam. Number three, their new album is great. A lot of people are going to buy it. Number four, I have a lot of homework. I'm not going to finish it tonight. Number five, they're playing very well. I think they're going to win the game. Look at the time. We're going to be late. Oh no, it's a horror movie. I know I'm not going to like it. He didn't write down her address. He's going to forget it. Number nine, the baby is very tired. She's going to sleep very well tonight. And last one, Tokyo is a wonderful city. You're going to have a great time there. Today's grammar was very easy. Okay, today you are the fortune teller. Write 4 predictions about the weather, sports, your town or city, or the things that you think are going to happen. For example, I think it's going to snow tonight. Yeah, that's an example. And after that, compare your predictions with your partner. Do you agree or disagree? You can role play it. One of you can be the fortune teller, the other one, the client, the customer. Speak it up. And there you have it, the daily practice. Today we talked about fortune telling, predicting the future. Yeah? And it was a nice story. I enjoyed it. As always, you can download the slides in the description part, and you can contact me with the channel's WhatsApp link. Make sure to like and subscribe. Your support helps me with my job. And teach others. If you learn something for free, teach it for free. Bye-bye.